satsanga. We generally use the word class to understand. But I personally don't like that word. To understand or to explain to the beginners, to the unknowns, it is good to say these kind of sessions as class. But Hari Katha is beyond all the classes. Satsanga. Even many use, including myself, sometime program. Let's go to the evening program. There's no drama happening here. Scripture gave us a beautiful word, satsang. Sat means truth. Sang means association. Association of truth. Because from truth, Bhagavatam starts. As I have mentioned in my previous explanations and yesterday also. Satyam Param Dhimahi, the first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. Janmadyasya yatonvayaditaratas charthe subhikyasvarat tene brahma hridaya adikavai muhyanti atsuraya tejo varimradam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargam mrisha dhamna svena sada nirastakuvakam satyam param dhimahi. Krishna is always recognized. The first recognition of God is truth. Ishvaraha Parama Krishna Par Satchidananda Vigraha. First he is Sad, then he is Chid, and then he is Ananda. The first recognition is truth. When Sri Thakur was in the womb of Sri Devaki, at that time all the demigods gathered to pray the son of Devaki. They didn't know any name. Not Nam's Karna Sanskar has happened. No one knows what's going to be his name. And several names, Namna, Makari, Bahuda. All the names are of Krishna's only. So what should they call him? They were in dilemma, and they also didn't want to reveal in the palace of Kamsa. Because everything was happening very confidentially, very secret. They were thinking, what should we call him? And then they decided to call him Truth. Satya Pratam, Satya Param, Trisatyam, Satyasya Yonim, Nihitam Cha Satye, Satyasya Satyam Vrata Satya Netram, Satyatmakam tvam sharanam prapanna. I take the shelter of Satyatmak, Ishvara, Sri Krishna. The first quality is truth. Association of truth is satsanga. To be associate, to recognize the supreme truth, and then to offer your mind and your consciousness is Satyam Param Dhimahi. The second verse is also very important. Dharma projyata kaitabotra paramo nirmat saranam satam vedyam vastavamatra vastu shivadam tapatrayon moolanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kimva Parairishwarah Sabdyo Hridya Varudhyate Trakrutubhi Susrusuristachanat. This is the preface of Srimad Bhagavatam. The second verse. Vishaya Adhikarascha Sambandhyascha Prayojana. Very carefully. Listen to it very carefully. A preface only have 4 points. There are 4 points which you mention when you write a preface of a book. Sri Nandanandana Prabhu might know more. Vishaya Adhikarascha Sambandhyascha Prayojanam. This is a sutra from Sanskrit Vyakaranam grammar. What is the Vishay? Subject matter of what you are writing. What is the subject matter? Real subject matter. Vishaya. Now Adhikar. Who can read this book? The one who is in play school? Or the one who is doing PhD? Or the one who is in high school? Or elder people, or young people? Who? Adhikar. Who have adhikar to read it? Third thing, Sambandha. What is the relation of my book? Is it related to physics? Is it related to mathematics? Is it related to Srimad Bhagavatam? Is it related to Bhagavad Gita? Is it related to Sankhya philosophy or Vaishnava philosophy? Which philosophy? And Prayojanam. Why you wrote? What is the reason? What is the karana? Why you wrote this specific? What is the need? You want to clarify some concept? You want to clarify some philosophy, or you want to clarify a specific verse from Bhagavad Gita? These are main 4 points through which you can give introduction to a book. These 4 points Vyasadeva have used in the second verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. First canto, first chapter, second verse. In this world we love many people, but there is always a desire. And when that fulfills, you forget about the love. In the morning many says, I love you, and now in the evening they say, I leave you. Even you don't know when that love become leave. Even you don't know. This happens every day. A person did so much austerity. He did austerity with desire. One day, Lord Brahma came. Asked him, what you want? He said, give me a power. Whatever I desire, I attain that. If I want a car, I get a car. If I want a house, I get a house. Whatever I desire, it just fulfills. Brahma said, okay, that's good. I can give you. But then, whatever you want, you will get it. But your neighborhood would get double than that. If you want one car, he will get 2 cars. If you want one house, he will get 2 houses. He said, that's the biggest problem. I have done this austerity just because of him only. You gave me a big problem. He said, okay, at least I have done such big effort, I don't want to just leave it. Okay, I accept. Now he wants 1 car, neighbor got 2. You want 1 house, he got 2. You want 1 factory, he got 2. You want 1 shop, he got 2. You want 1 wife, he got 2. And then one day he thought, now this, I'm in a big problem. He thought, okay, I want a very deep, huge hole just at the doorstep. A huge, about 20 meters deep. Now, his neighbor had got 2. He said, let me go blind with my 1 eye. Neighborhood went blind with 2 eyes. With 1 eye as a Shukracharya. He crossed that hole, but neighborhood fall in the hole and died. These kind of person are known as Matsara. And that's what we every day do. We are not sad because we are sad. Actually, we are sad because you are happy. People say, why you are crying? Well, because you are smiling. Okay, you smile. Okay, you start crying, well, automatically you smile. This is actually happens. These kind of person are known as Matsar. Matsar and Machar. Machar are mosquitoes. This is internal mosquito which lives in your heart. Matsar. Nirgata Matsarava. This happens every day. The one who is free from this envy, this jealousy, are qualified. What is the best seva? Seva Katha Rasamaho Nitaram Pivattam. Listening to the nectarian Katha of beloved Radharaman every day is the best seva. By the mercy of Kishoriji, one can achieve Krishna. How Kishoriji would be happy when you serve a Guru? What is the service of Guru? I would like to clear that concept. Service of Guru is not just cooking for him, not just massaging his feet at night, or not just standing for him for the whole day, giving him physical support or financial support. Is not the full seva. Even if you are not, because there would be one stage even when you can't do that. Then what is the seva? The best seva is when you listen to him and you follow his instructions. Seva Katha Rasam. Rasika Bhuvibhag. In bhakti, he have to come to you. You don't need to go anywhere. If you are going anywhere, that's salvation, that's mukti. And that's not a big achievement if you go to him. I believe the fruit of bhakti is not that you go to him. The fruit of bhakti is that he comes to you. Prahlad didn't go anywhere. Singh came to Prahlad. Gopal Bhatta Goswami didn't go anywhere. He just brought the Saligram Shila and was worshipping Shila, and Radha Raman came to him. Your devotion should be such special that he approaches you. Mahaprabhu came to Sri Ranga. Mahaprabhu went to Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami Path, because they are so special. And even Mahaprabhu make them even more special. So Rasikas, Rasikas are those who don't use their logical brain in the Leelas. It's very simple. In Bhagavatam, it's the story. Bhagavatam means the stories of Bhakta. There's a whole story of Prahlad. Nrsimha came just for 2 minutes. This is a whole story of Dhruva. Krishna came just for 2 minutes. See? Whole story of Ambarish. Oh, long stories. Krishna's story is only in 10th canto. And even there are more descriptions of gopis and more descriptions of Yashoda Maiya. Krishna is coming just in the fleshlight and just at the end, just finishing things. In Putana Leela, the beauty of Krishna is described. Shukdev Goswami described just in few words. But the beauty of Putana he describes in a very long verse. Tam Kesha Bandha Vyakisakta Mallikam Brihannitam Vastana Krachha Madhyamam Subhasasam Kampita Karna Bhushanatya Sullasat Kuntala Manditananam Valgosmita Panga Visarga Vikshitair Manoharantim Banitam Brajaukasam Amam Satam Bhoja Karena Rupanim Gopyastriya Drishtumimam Gatam Patim. Such a long verse for Putana's beauty. Vyasadeva taught 2 verses to his disciples and instructed them, whenever you go to forest, sing those 2 verses. 1 verse explained the beauty of Sri Krishna, another verse explained the quality of Sri Krishna. Today when Shukdev was sitting in the meditation, he heard these 2 verses. The first verse was Baraha Pidam Natavarabapu Karnayo Karankaram Vibhradavasa Kanaka Kapisham Baijayantim Chamalam Varandran Peno Radhar Sudhaya Purayan Gopa Vrindai Vrindaranyam Swapadaramanam Pravishakita Kirti. The beauty of Sri Krishna. I won't explain this verse more. It's going to take half an hour more. Baraha Pidam, a peacock feather, is on the beautiful crown of Sri Krishna. Natvaravapu, he's not like a joker of a circus. A nut. And Var, he's dressed like a groom. Right. Something. Such beauty. Playing flute, all around the gopis are there, and he is walking on the streets of Vraj without any sleepers. Swapadharamana. And specifically this is mentioned because there is no darshan of feet in Vaikuntha and Vrindavan, all around the prasad of feet also, which is Raj. First, Shukdev attracted, but then he again stopped. Because a Mahatma is never attracted by the exterior beauty, they attract with the interior beauty. He said, oh, this is just exterior beauty. He stood down, again sat down. Then disciples said the second verse, Aho Bakiyam Stanakalakodam Jinghasaya Payayadavyasadvi Lebe gatim dhatruchidam tadonnayam kambadayalum sharanam rajema. Putana came with poison and with milk, but Krishna gave her the stage of Sri Yashoda Maiya. The one who is giving poison. In response, he is giving the stage of his own mother. Shukdev excited, what a beautiful nature. Tell me more, tell me more. Disciples said, we only know 2, but my Gurudev know 18,000. Let's go to your Gurudev. And he came back to house and heard Bhagavatam for 3 times. First time when he heard is like putting sugar into the glass of milk. Second time when he heard, mixing the sugar into the milk. And third time when he heard, it's like drinking the sweet milk, so it would go everywhere. 3 times he heard, and singing the beautiful verse and roaming here and there. We heard about the creator of Bhagavatam. We heard about the first speaker of Bhagavatam. Now we are going to hear about the first listener of Srimad Bhagavatam. These 3 stories are in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam.